Nicolas Fordham, the Web Guru here at MXSweb.com. I'm sitting with two-time World Series champion, five-time All-Star, Mr. Steve Sachs. How you doing, Steve?
Good, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
So, taking a look at Steve's website, SteveSachsCoaches.com. This is something that I worked with you for a little while, went and developed out. And you'll see a little bit of Steve's career, also being the fact that he's an author. He's the author of the book Shift. It's been endorsed by Donald Trump. And Change Your Mindset, Change Your World. And you're very big and key on mindset, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. That sets the trajectory of our life, and it enables you to create your own circumstances simply by what you think about every day, even down to trivial thoughts, how important they are to flood your mind and the momentum, the trajectory of your life with positivity. And I think that will transcend into all different avenues of your life, your spiritual life, your interpersonal relationships, your work, and with your spouse, your kids, everything. All that stuff makes a difference on what goes in your head. Because people think that their thoughts are secrets, but they're really not. Because your thoughts create habits. Habits create a circumstance.
Now they say, I talk a little bit about my show Get the You Factor about the subconscious, and they say, the subconscious is dumb as a rock. Whatever you continue to say and think, your subconscious picks it up.
Henry Ford even said that whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
So, and you're right. Because our brains are just a memory storage. I mean, it can't really feel. That's your spirit. But our brains just store memories. They only know what we put in there. And when they talk about babies being only afraid of two things when we're born, being afraid of afraid to fall and being afraid of a loud noise are only the two things that we're afraid of. Everything else that we're afraid of, we've learned to do that since we were a baby growing up. We're an example of all the filters in our life.
A sponge that just takes up all the murky, clean water, everything all in one.
Right.
And it's up to us through life coaching.
Yeah.
Or
whatever you want to feed
educational books to kind of get rid of that and change to a new evolution. Let's take a little bit closer look at your website. And now, Steve Sachs Coaches, you actually do the life coaching, but there's a twist to it, right? Instead of going down to some place and looking at your clock, trying to get there at the right time and find parking and all the rest of that stuff, you open up your phone.
Yeah, you do that or your iPad, and you can go right onto your website, your member login. You see in the upper right-hand corner, and when you go in there, you just put in your member ID, and it puts you right in there. And then what you do is you hit live broadcast, and you're into the coaching session. And what it does is you're able to coach with somebody and watch the coaching session. So you gain enrichment from the experience of watching somebody else, gaining perspective from seeing somebody else and what their life experiences are. And this works, and you can have the anonymity of to be on your couch and watch it. You can be traveling in the back seat of a car and watch it, and you can archive it and watch it later. And I did this for 12 years, going to sessions like this, and it made a huge difference in my life. I know it works.
Now, this isn't just something you made up, right? This coaching, this life coaching, you actually went through a full certification program.
Correct.
And there's very strenuous rules on exactly how to do life coaching, right?
And it's like getting a degree. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are life coaches or speakers, and they don't have a degree in it, and some very good ones, So it's not imperative that you get your credential. I wanted to get my credential because I wanted people to know how serious I was, that I wasn't trying to live off the laurels of my baseball career, that I was going to be specialized in the industry. And those are the reasons I went through the credentialing program, and it made me a better coach.
Awesome. Yeah. That's great news. So for those of you that are actually watching right now, here's what I want you to do. Go to SteveSachsCoaches.com. Learn a little bit about Steve. Find out a little bit about his history, those of you that don't know who Steve Sachs is. And you know what? Sign up. They're doing a special right now for limited time, actually till the end of the month, before the launch of the program. First 100, they're going to receive a special discount when you type in that coupon code First 100. And again, here on the website, you're looking right up at the top of the page where it says First 100. Now, just below that, there's a start here or sign up now. You're able to click right on either one of those Get started, put that coupon code in. You're going to be able to get that discount. You know what? We're going to be doing an extra special launch on September 1st. And so, that day, we're going to be doing some giveaways. So you may want to bring a friend with you because we're going to be doing some programs that I think you're going to love as you roll into changing your life. Change your mindset, change your world.
That's right. And it's going to be great. Someday we're going to have tens of thousands on here as well. Now, we're doing the same thing with kids, with the foundation, with the SteveSaxFoundation.org. You can go there and you can sign up your child to be mentor coached. I'm going to be mentor coaching kids all over the country. They're high school kids, got to be in high school. And so I'm aligning with parents all over the country to mentor coach their kids. And some of these kids are actually going to go through the thing for 6 months and earn a scholarship, big scholarships all over the country.
I thought this was just business owners and professionals, and you've got a financial background, so I figured it would just be pay and get coached. And
well, that's on the side for the for-profit side, which is SteveSaxCoaches.com.
Okay.
But if they go to the nonprofit side, which is SteveSaxFoundation.org, that's where you can sign your kid up if they're in high school and they have an opportunity to win a scholarship, to earn a scholarship through the mentoring program, which is a 6-month course.
Now, it's a scholarship of your course where they earn the scholarship.
Right. There's a course that I've written for college. And, we don't ever guarantee who's going to win it. They have to go through the criteria. They got to go to 90% of the course. They got to do community service work. They got to write an essay at the end and, go through all that part that's necessary to get there. And some kids are going to earn scholarships. And we're going to give a lot of scholarships away. And big ones all over the country. So
now, these are the actual schools.
Oh yeah,
and these kids.
They pick the school. We provide the money.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, as a nonprofit like that, you're able to accept donations of facilities.
Absolutely.
Different people that want to get involved and be a part of the Steve Sachs Foundation. There's a lot that Steve's doing. He's got a dream. He's not creating a nonprofit just to create a business that does these other things. He's giving back 90% of everything in this nonprofit back to kids, sending them through actual schools, colleges, real legitimate colleges with real money, and sending them through to change their life. Because there's so many people that they get caught up, because they don't have good enough grades and they don't have enough money at home. There's no way they're going to go to college.
Yeah, and the important thing about this is they're going to have to get the good grades to go to whatever specific college they want. They're going to have to put the time in school, and if they do that and they got their SATs right, then the ones that are going to win the scholarship will provide the money. Now, some kids can't go to Harvard, some kids can't go to Stanford, but they could go to Kansas State. They could go to Sacramento State. They can go to great colleges out there that'll cost less, but they can still get a great education. And we're going to have plenty of scholarships for those colleges too.
Now the students that hear this, right?
Yeah.
They're out there. Maybe they feel this same burden. They're like, I don't have the money to go to college. I wasn't a good enough athlete to pay for my college, through that sort of a sponsorship. And they want to do something now to change their mindset, change their world. They can actually start life coaching with you.
Absolutely. They can go right on there and they can sign up on the foundation. Look, not everybody has the money to sign up either. We're not going to turn anybody away.
Really?
But we're going to have plenty of people that are going to come in and support our foundation, donate money to help kids that can't afford it. But for the most part, the parents are going to be the ones that are going to go in there, and we got a 2-for-1 thing too. It's $199 a month for the 5 sessions for the kids. If a parent wants to pay $250 a month, they can also sponsor another child to go in besides their own, which is a pretty cool thing. So for a little bit more money, they can allow another kid to go to college. To go to the mentoring program. So 6 months of enrichment from gaining perspective from other people is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, and I love the fact that when you do the life coaching, you pick a different person each time.
Yes.
And you get their perspective, you understand what's going on in their life, and then you help to consult that, right?
Right, and what we'll do is we're going to pick a certain topic every month. On the for-profit side, maybe we're going to talk about addiction that month.
Okay.
Maybe the next month we're going to talk about overcoming obstacles, which could be overcoming smoking. Maybe it's weight gain.
Sure.
Maybe different things like that. maybe getting along with people at work. Going back to the youngsters again, we're going to talk about different things like the importance of dressing correctly, how to treat the opposite sex, how to work with your parents better, how to put goals in your life, how to make school a priority, how to be sure you buckle up in the car. Just all these different things.
Well-rounded, pretty much everything that's needed to have the right mindset. And what I love about you too is I've never seen you drink. You've been at so many different occasions. You don't drink.
Yeah.
You don't do anything crazy out there.
No, maybe I should. It would help me out a little bit.
Right? But I'm a parent.
Yeah.
Right? And, my son, I was so excited to tell him that I'm working with you. Mm-hmm. And, I thought he'd want something to sign something from the A's or the Yankees or the Dodgers where you're really well known. Yeah. He said, I loved him at the White Sox.
Oh, cool.
And so my son, hey.
Now, how old is your son?
He's 13.
We'll have to get him in the coaching program, too.
And I think he'd be perfect for the coaching program.
Yeah, we'll get him in there. It would be fun.
Now, as a concerned parent, though, that's out there. Okay, my kid's going to go coaching with this guy. He's doing live broadcasts. I don't know what's going on.
Right. Well, that's why on the website, that'll be up by Monday, they can go up there and there's going to be a box that says curriculum. They can look at the curriculum that we're going to teach the kids.
And they can actually join the very first one, right?
Yeah, they can. And there's going to be a discount for joining up. They can watch and look at the curriculum. The parents come on. The first session of the month is going to be with the parents and the kids together. And if the parents want to come on for the rest of the sessions during the month, they're certainly welcome to do that. But lots of times kids want to come on their own. Also, what's pretty cool is the young men can gain perspective from listening to what the young ladies say too, and so it's a good way of crossing, with the two different sexes, so they can get a better idea of what's going on and how to treat one another, how to get along either, with both sides. So that's a real important thing. And
now here's the cool part that I like too. Is, parents, we've answered that question. Is it safe? Is it secure? Hey, go to all the on-demands all year long. You can watch every single one. You don't even have to be there for the live event to be able to watch, this amazing knowledge that a young high school kid in their forming time and figuring out what they're going to do with their life, the changes that are going to be made. Now, for the adults, it's a separate time. For those that are going through your financial background, now you got 5 licenses in finance.
Yeah. I was a financial consultant for 10 years.
Wow, and you dealt with professional athletes.
Yeah, I've done it, all that stuff, and so we're going to cover things about finances too. So there'll be a little bit of that in there too, and how to get that under control, and how to set a trajectory in your life, how to put things first, what's important. We're going to get into what your passions are and what really drives you, and we're going to raise the bar of expectancy in people, which I think is really important.
And
to expect a lot
guests,
of them.
right?
And guests, we're going to have guests as well. Yep, we're going to have some people on with us. We're going to do some remote broadcasts as we grow bigger and bigger. But I'm real excited about this. September 1st is going to be a big day in the foundation, and for Steve Sachs coaches, it's going to be a big day.
You guys, SteveSachsCoaches.com. First 100, enter it in. That one right there that you see, that's $249 a month. It drops
will be $150
to $150 a month, and that's grandfathered in, right?
That's
for the life of them doing it. And this is only going on until September 1st.
Right. So up to September 1st, they can get $100 off of that.
Steve, you're amazing at what you're doing for not only the youth, for business owners across America.
Thanks.
Hundreds of thousands of people can coach with you at the exact same time.
We can take 100,000 people, 2 million people at once. Yeah, and we will someday.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nick, for the interview.
And thanks for your help. Nicolas did a great job in setting all this up for us. He did a masterful job, and he's going to hopefully be with us doing different things for us for a long time. So you did a great job on this. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah. WebGuru, signing out.
All right.